Hey everybody, what's up? DPR out here at Urban to Suburban on Pensacola Beach, sharing another one of my training tips with y'all. And I want to talk about SCBA Facepiece setups. Okay? If you set up your facepiece correctly, it's going to save seconds in donning it. Now, there's a whole bunch of arguments about wearing your facepiece in the cab, putting it on, whatever. I'm just going to give you a couple quick tips that I found that makes it more efficient for me to get my mask on and more efficient for me to operate with my mask. The first thing that I do is if you have a 5 or 4-point harness, I only leave my 2 bottom straps adjustable. I take my top straps, and if this was a 5-point harness, I would take this middle top strap, adjust it to length that is going to be comfortable for me, and just tape them. Tape them in that position. This works well if you have an issued mask. I'm the only person who uses this mask. I set this up for my face, and when I go to don my mask, I only have to worry about adjusting the 2 bottom straps. So that's the first thing I do. Second thing I do, and this is my, from my good friend Rob Ramirez, I like to don my mask putting my chin in first, what I learned in the Army. Okay? What happens a lot of times is the top of the mask, because it's so pliable, will collapse over the course of time, makes it harder to get on. So if you go to Dollar General, buy one of these little beach balls, stick it inside your mask, it will shape the top of your mask to stay open. Like I said, this is not my doing. This is Rob Ramirez, solid guy, great brother, taught me that trick. And since I've started to do this, it makes it easier for me to get my mask on. The next thing I'm going to talk about is, unless your department says, no, you can't do it, like you've got a boss who gets offended because it's not their idea, if you're an officer, spend $17 a piece for the people in your command and get these reflexive name tags on the front of their mask. Now, I'm not going to vouch for any one vendor. There's a couple vendors on the market. I'm just saying reflective, that's going to easily allow you to identify somebody when they got their face piece on. Laugh about it, do whatever, that's cool, man. Everybody's got their own opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But I guarantee you, if you go to this, the first time you get into a smoky environment and you start looking around and it's real easy to identify your folks, you're going to love it. So that's my tip. One thing I do want to mention is that when you tape your straps, only tape the strap. Do not incorporate the rubber, because over the course of time, that rubber may deteriorate based on the adhesive in the tape. And I learned that lesson because our SCBA technician had a fit saying that we were destroying masks. And I talked to him and I asked him if it would be okay if we just taped the harness itself. And he said, yeah, that's not a problem. So that's just a little trick. 2 shout outs real quick. Number one, I always got to give a little love to 2663 and 3198 Cherry Hill firefighters, Cherry Hill fire officers. Proud member of the Cherry Hill Fire Department. I will be that until the day I die. I just happen not to be on active duty with them anymore. Great organization. They always take care of me. Strong supporter of the page, and they always find a way to send me a little bit of swag. So thank you guys. And the other thing that I want to give a huge shout out to is my buddies at Victim Drag Strap. They've turned me on to one of their straps. When I get home, I'm going to set this up on my turnout gear, and I'm going to give it a whirl or two. I've talked to them. I know these guys. They're good, solid firemen. There's a lot of thought that's gone into this, and I think that used in the proper way, this could really make a difference in moving incapacitated victims. And I'll just kind of leave it at that. Once I get it set up, I'll give it a whirl. Maybe we'll get a video up. With that being said, once again, I'm in the big room tomorrow, 13 to 1500 talking about tactical excellence. If not, enjoy a shot at the beach, man. Y'all stay well. Thanks for your time. Thank you for your support. We're right at 1,950 followers on this page. 2,000 is right out there hanging in front of us. So if you got people you know who are into the fire job, who aren't following the page, jump on. Thank you. And remember, the comfort zone is where excellence goes to die.